To me, enough is enough. They just wanna hurt us. Bring us down. Bring us down. Enough is enough. We won't let them hurt us. Bring us down. Bring us down.
Hey guys, welcome back to Indie Wrestling Corner with another episode of Under the Ropes. I'm your host, as always, the queen of the indies, Tiffany, and we're back. The first podcast, 2025, with a return. I have to bring the champ back. It's been a couple of years, so welcome back, Boofa, Dezmond Cole.
What's happening, y'all? What's going on? I'm so excited to do this.
I'm excited too. So, guys, if you're new here to the Indie Wrestling Corner, here I interview everything independent wrestling, whether it's wrestlers, promoters, referees, backstage. I got you covered. If you guys got questions for Des, please feel free to drop it into the chat. I'm sure he'll be more than happy to answer all of your questions. Do you realize the last time that you were on this podcast was 2022?
Wait, what, really?
Yeah. I was like digging and I was like, oh, wow. I was like, it's been a couple of years since you've been on. I was like,
Yeah, I could have sworn I was on last year, but that makes sense. That's
yeah.
Really crazy.
Actually, you've been on like Indie Talks episodes. So like when I've been at promotions like Fight Life and stuff like that. So you've been on episodes through the Indie Talks, but like a full blown one-on-one interview with us. Like, yeah, 2022.
Damn, a lot of shit has happened.
Seriously, so that's why I was like, okay, we gotta get Des back. I was like, this is some serious business here.
Yeah, there's actually a lot to talk about.
Yeah, we have a lot. We have a lot to talk about. So awesome. So I already see Veronica in the chat. Make sure you share the stream, please. We'll get some people in here, do some chatting. Would really appreciate that. I already got a bunch of people, like I see, in the live chat. So say hi, drop some questions. So, all right. So again, 2022 to, now we're in 2025. So talk to me a little bit about like the evolvement, like you've evolved since 2022, injuries and, championships. And yes, we're going to break into details of championships and all sorts of promotions and everything like that. But like from where you were in 2022 to like right now in this moment, talk to us a little bit about that.
So I say 2022 was like a launching pad. Because I came back. I suffered an injury in 2021 September when I thought I was just about to catch a buzz, and then when I came back, 2022 was like the launching pad for my career of where I really was able to establish myself, hone my craft. It's also like where I got to Limitless and I got to Wrestling Open and being at Wrestling Open every week, which that was new for me. A structure of being somewhere every single week, and it worked out for me because I was able to, fix pieces about myself, how I speak, how I carry myself, and definitely helped me a lot. I dialed more in on, my diet, my body, just to get to another level. And it's been a roller coaster. I'll say that. This business comes with so many ups and downs, and you will feel all of it.
Yeah. Nah, it's so great to like kind of like see like where you were before, and I like that in the indie world, and that's what I like because I feel like like I come in from like the beginning with a lot of you guys and seeing like before and then just like watching where you guys go to the future, so it's kind of nice to take that ride with you. And again, like if anybody hasn't seen the original interview, please feel free, go back after this interview, go check it out so you can learn a little more deeper. So I already saw a question into the chat. I see Veronica, I see Lee in the chat, I see Zach. Zach says Boofa times Queen of the Indies. What's up? Hell yeah, much love. Veronica says hi to us both. She said, what made you want to become a wrestler?
What made me want to become a wrestler? Honestly, I've told this story a lot of times, and it'll never change. When I was, going to the channels, I think I was about 5-6 years old, and I came across like John Cena screaming at the screen. I think he was cutting a promo in the back, and I was like, damn. For some reason, it pulled me in. Like it got me right away. but I never thought it was like you could just become a wrestler. These guys to me were like superheroes. So it just stayed a dream for me. I kind of threw it away. I did backyard wrestling and, did Little League. And then from there, Little League wasn't working out. So my mom's like, your ADHD is ridiculous. I was like, we gotta put you in something. So I was a big fan of Michael Jackson. She wanted to put me in dance, became a competitive dancer, did all that stuff, and then surfaced back around when I got to high school. I wanted to film a skit or something, and my friend's like, hey, my buddy has a ring in his garage. I was like, oh, cool, I'll go film there, and saw that ring, and that was it. Everything else didn't matter to me anymore.
I love that. I love that.
Threw it all away.
I threw it all away. Nah. We're all here for you. It's awesome to, like I said, me from like the beginning, and then like seeing you and going state to state and working all these promotions and starting from like the beginning and everything like that. So like I want to start big because I want to start talking with Limitless, because a lot of people know you now because you are Limitless champion. So shout out to Randy. We love Randy here on the Indie Wrestling Corner. I gotta get him on the podcast. We gotta chat or whatever like that. But you've had such a crazy right. Look at the belt. Look at the belt. Look at that belt. Look at all that gold. So it's crazy. Everything that's happened within the last year of Limitless. Like, I swear, starting like feuds with like JT Dunn, who we love, been on this pod, he's always welcome here to come on and chat and everything like that. All that feuding was going on, rumbles, like even like you and Gabby Forza touched and everything like that. It's, and now you're champion. So please, like, just give us like anything you want to talk about with like Limitless Wrestling, because there's just a lot.
I will say that Limitless Wrestling is my home, away from home. Like, I think I've said this before, like, those people treat me like a hometown hero, and I'm not even from there. And, I get a little emotional about Limitless because, like, they saw me, like, I think from Hokey. Shout out to him. He posted, like, a GIF of me, and that's how they initially saw me. Did I ever think that this was going to happen? Like, yes, but no. No way at all. I remember, the mission was, hey, we're going to bring you in, show me what you got. Make me want to bring you back. And that's all I cared about. I was like, all right, what could I do? How different can I be? What could I present to the first showing of these people that is going to make them instantly gravitate towards me? So that was my mission. And like, hey, I succeeded, because here I am. I still can't believe this, but I'm still on cloud nine about it. I'll always be on cloud nine about it. I look at this championship in my room and I'm like, nah, no way. I'll be like, they're trying to pinch myself and stuff, but it's insane. The journey to get here was like such a mental battle, and even more than physical, because it's like this championship has been held by look where the people are now. You know what I mean? And, it's hard to see yourself in that light sometimes, but you have to. Like, you have to. You got to knuck up. You got to buck up. You got to believe in yourself. And I threw it all at the wall. So here we are.
Oh, it's crazy. There's nothing like, I'm glad, like, I've only been up and sat in Maine like one time, and there's nothing like it with the fans. Like, I need to get back up there. It's a hike here from New York, and God bless you for doing it.
Yeah.
It's like a 6.5 hour drive straight if you're not stopping. It's crazy. But there's nothing like it. The fans are amazing. It's electric. I think everybody should go at least like once. So,
it's an insane experience.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Definitely worth it. Let's see. We got more people in the chat. Good cop, bad cop. He says, can't stay for this live, but wanted to drop in and say hi to you both, and we'll be watching later for sure. Thank you. John's in the chat. He goes, Tiff, love you. Also for Buffa, any plans on making a return at Fight Life? Ooh, I'm here for that.
That's really interesting, actually. Just talked to a certain individual yesterday, but we'll keep it quiet.
Oh, snap. I feel like, okay, so now that like initiates our conversation about Fight Life, which is crazy, like, I love Fight Life, and again, like I said, like we've been like, you know, like I've been backstage with you over there too. So talk to us. Like Frankie's doing amazing things. It's like definitely one of my favorite promotions going in the indies right now. So talk to us a little bit about it.
I think so it's about to be well, not about to be February because we're in January, but I
Yeah.
think it's been almost a year since
Yeah.
I've been there. I think the last time I was there, I went against JT. No, I'm actually wrong. I went against Mortar. It's been a little bit since I've been there. I'm wrong, actually. I think it was like April that I was over there, but still, I miss that place. Cannot wait to be back. It will be very soon, and I'm very, very excited. Frankie's a great dude. I actually saw him recently at Focus Pro. I saw him there. It's always nice catching up with him. Always nice seeing him. Can't wait to work with him again. So that's gonna be very exciting. I'm very excited about this new year.
Yeah.
A lot of big things.
Crazy. I see like Frankie's like, he was like, you know, he wasn't even in Connecticut for a little bit. And like now he's coming back and he's like hitting hard all these shows. So, you know, we're all waiting. We're all waiting for your return. Veronica in the chat says, I cried when Buffa became Limitless champion.
Hey, I cried. Hey, I appreciate you so much. No, that's another thing I wanted to touch on. The fan support just was insane. Like everything like rode like a wave. It was like from the VLC, and I'm not saying that it's not always been there, but from the VLC riding right all the way to the championship win, like I don't think I have ever felt a building shake like when I won the title. And it's like it's crazy because as professional wrestlers, like you strive for that feeling. And it's like, hey, if that never happens again, like it happened once, and it was one of the best feelings I've ever felt in my life. So I thank everybody for that.
I love that. Brendan in chat says, Buffa, what's good, my dude? Love seeing you at Open, bro. Thanks always taking time to chat and sign for me.
Oh yeah, I think I know exactly who that is. Actually,
he's always breaking out all the stuff. I see him with wrestlers getting stuff signed. Like that's awesome.
He's a dope dude. Thank you, bro. Appreciate it.
I love that. That's so crazy. Like, there's like so much stuff that we're gonna like talk about pretty much here. So, all right, let's talk this. Let's talk ETU. All right. So, shout out to Struggles again. He's doing amazing things as well. So, you just wrestled Mike Santana. I was here in my apartment losing my mind. I wish I was there, but I was losing my mind for this match. And I was like, this is so good. And all I could think about was I was like, again, watching you for years and to see like the matches that you're getting, and like this should just like for any wrestler like out there who's like in their mind that like, oh, I just started, I'm a nobody, I'm not gonna get anywhere. Like, Buffa's like the perfect example here. And it's like you're getting all these matches and you're having all these bangers, and like this, like I feel like it's such like even an honor for you that you like stepped in the ring with Mike Santana, of having this background, in the indies and New York guy and everything like that. So talk to us a little bit about that.
Well, I'm gonna say like I try and keep my demeanor the same. I try and have a good time. It was almost a little hard because he was a little intimidated, but he is another one. Like I even got to talk a little bit on the mic after. Like that's somebody that I watch. Actually, funny story about him, and I told him this actually. I won money because of him and Ortiz, because I sat there and I made like a bet with my friends. And I was like, I don't know. I was like, I feel like Proud and Powerful is gonna show up at when they debuted,
Right?
And no one believed me,
Mm-hmm.
and they did, and I won money because of him. So I told her that, and I said thank you. He is such a good dude. Definitely, like we got to talk, a lot. I'm not gonna say much because I want to hold that personal to me. What was talked about. But that match was insane. It's like. That's the next level feels like. That's one of the hardest hitters I've ever been in the ring with. But I loved every second of it. In defeat, I still learned so much from somebody who has been the places I want to be. You know what I mean? So I actually like really, as crazy as I sound, want to do it again. So
yes, we want you to do it again.
I want to do it again.
It's crazy. So great. If you have not watched this, go back after this podcast, go turn on IWTV and go watch ETU, this last show. Like, this last show was like mind blowing and everything. Like, but oh my God, I was losing my mind with you guys. It's so good. So good. So happy for you. So, let's see what else in the chat. Veronica's Buffa and Santana was absolutely incredible. She put the fireside. Absolutely. So good. So good if you didn't watch it. All right. Another person that we need a run back with, okay, is Landon Hale. So hell yeah, pretty much.
Oh, hell yeah, all day. I think we show people in like 6 minutes how crazy it could really be. Anytime, bro, anytime, no matter where it is, any place, anytime, we got to do it again. We have to. It is a must.
We need more than 6 minutes.
Yes. Yeah,
we need more.
Like it. We need an hour.
Oh, okay.
Let me chill.
Listen, I'm here for the Iron Man match, so like I can see you guys like, I'm here for it. So maybe we'll see that in the future. Maybe we'll see. I feel like we could see this at like BST. Maybe. I don't know. I feel like that's like another place. Shout out to Harry. We love Harry. Like you're another one. Like so, let's talk BST since like I brought it up or whatever. I like that. So like I feel like you've been in Scrambles, right? You've been in Rumbles. Like you've even. Oh my God! All right, you and Dustin Waller. 25 minutes, since you're talking about like an hour with Landon. I needed a cigarette. I was there. I needed a cigarette after the match. It was so much. It was so good. I was like, whew, I need a cigarette. I remember the end of the show. Harry asked me, he goes, what did you think? And like, I had this like disgusting smile on and I couldn't even say anything. He's like, I know it was good. He was like, and he just walked away from me, But oh my God, banger!
It was actually it was crazy because I'm pretty sure that was like my debut there, and I just showed up, did like 26 minutes with him, and I mean that's like one of my best friends. I'm actually wearing this Muhammad Ali shirt for him for an insider. He'll understand that, but that's one of my best friends right there. We went out there and we went crazy. We just threw it all. I think. We understand where we were at. We were like, all right, well, who knows if I'll be back, so let's go crazy.
It was good. It was. I don't smoke, so it's even funnier that I said, like, I felt like I needed a cigarette after this night. It was really, really good. Like, I that could have been the whole show, and I would have been like, I would have walked out happy, like, it was that good.
Thank you.
It was really, really, really good. So, hopefully, we'll see you back there soon. So a shout out to Harry. He's doing great things over there as well.
That's my guy.
Yeah. So, all right, this is an important question. So cage matches, right? We have to talk about this, right? So you've done it at Remarkable and you've done it at Wrestling Open. Okay.
Yeah.
And I kind of don't really think that a lot of people really kind of talk about this. Like maybe, I don't know. I don't think I've talked about this like on the podcast or whatever like that. But I guess like the mental mind frame of like, how are you preparing for a cage match? We don't see it very often in the indies, really.
Well, the last one I did, was the War Games with Clancy and Miracle last year. It was crazy. We were just like in a separate locker room. And we were listening to, the song that... the War Games song. Forgive me, I don't even remember the name of it. But we were just all in the zone. Like I remember, like it was so funny because we're in the zone, but then we're also just taking pics before we went out there. I remember me and Kylan took like 30 of them. I don't know. You get like crazy. You get like bloodthirsty. Mm-hmm. Like you're like ready to go out there and you're ready to fight with your boys. And that's exactly like how I felt, at least me. Yeah. It was crazy coming out last too, because everyone's going on. I'm just like, I couldn't wait, and then like jumping off the cage was like probably the craziest thing I've done in my career by far. So, and it was scary as hell because I was sitting up there and the cage was like shaking, and I was like, oh boy, two things can happen right now. I can become a real big embarrassment on the internet, or this could be real awesome. So. let's hope for the best.
It's crazy when you think about it, right? Because it's like, okay, so like you teamed with Miracle Generation at Wrestling Open, but when you were at Remarkable, you were a heel and you were against them. So this started the show. This is, this will always be like one of my favorite matches that, I get to sit there in person and watch this. And it's like,
you were there.
Yeah, I was there.
Wow, you were.
Yeah, so it was like between like Gabe and Kono and Ken Broadway, and it was just like, this was crazy. This was a crazy match. So if anybody hasn't watched this, Remarkable, and it started off the show, which was smart because I know the cage always takes forever. So I feel like Kono needs to run this back, like another one. So like another cage match. Kono, get on it. I'm here for that, but that was crazy. I know we talked about this on the podcast before about like you being a heel, tapping into something completely different, which was very weird in the beginning. So, so how is that? Like, so again, you're always with Miracle Gen with these cage matches, and then you were against them in that, showcase of it.
It was definitely weird. Yeah, I try not to talk too much about the brief heel stuff I did because I don't know what was going on with me. But yeah, no, very very weird dynamic there. Like just being against them, and then it's funny. Like the next cage match I'm in is like a year later with them.
Yeah.
So it was definitely crazy.
It was good. It was really like fun and interesting. So. Let's see. Ed's in the chat. He goes, hey, Veronica said that cage match was absolutely crazy to start off. Remarkable. Zach says, hell yeah, that dude survived the first ever indie elimination chamber. Dude's nasty when he's locked up in steel. Oh yeah, we were talking about that too the other day. Marissa's in the chat. Hi, Marissa. She says, boofa.
Yeah, baby.
I love it. Yeah, so that's crazy. So if you're going to do another cage match, who you want your team to be?
Like three others?
Yeah.
My boys ATR. Sorry. My boys Gabe and Tristan, man, all day. As the fourth, though, let me think. Who's gonna really protect us here? See, Percy Ryan's my best friend, but I can't have him with me. Right? I can't trust him. You know what I mean? Let me think. Me. You know what? Maybe Blackheart Leo Rush.
Oh.
Maybe him, because no one wants to step to him.
Oh, damn. Okay. Oh, damn. I'm here for another one. I'm here for another, cage match going on. So, okay, so since we're talking about Remarkable, let's talk about a little bit about Remarkable Wrestling and everything like that. So you're a two-time champion. So also, I know, you and Casey Navarro have wrestled there, that was going on for a feud for a while. You and Adam Priest happened. That was all me, okay? I'm taking full responsibility about him and Adam Priest because I begged Kono for this match because that started in Limitless with the four-way. At Limitless, and I was like, and I told Kono this, I was like, this is a one-on-one match that needs to happen. So I am responsible for you and Adam Priest. So we'll talk a little bit more about Remarkable Wrestling.
Remarkable Wrestling is always going to be, that's, actually is my home. Like, I've learned there, and I'm the champion there again 2 times. I went to war with, Casey this entirety of last year to just get the championship back. No, that place will always hold always hold a special place in my heart. First ever Elimination Chamber on the Indies, and I was able to say that I came out of there champion as the first victor of it. That was a crazy match. I've been just honestly, if I can also, Remarkable was also the first place I had my first real big test. I remember I came back from injury. I think Kono, gave at their annual show back was me and Myron, and that was a test. That actually, after that one, I really realized I was like, oh shit, I got locked in. And Myron, I'm so cool with him. I actually wanted to wrestle him. I get this mixed up. I think it was early last year, and if not, I think it was late 2023. I got to wrestle him on Unsanctioned Pro again. And that was just so awesome. I, got faster, got better, learned a little bit more. We had a banger. But yeah, shout out to Remarkable. They did a lot of great stuff for me.
Yeah.
My other championship was actually in the other room.
And you got the Remarkable School going on there too. So if anybody's interested, like you were plenty on my podcast, because like I was at the Remarkable School. So there's a video up on the Indie Wrestling Corner. So like I've chatted with Bufa, like Kono, a bunch of wrestlers. We posted some stuff about becoming a wrestler. If you're interested, if you're in the New York area and Long Island and everything like that, go check it out. Because I know people are always asking like, how do I get into this? How do I become a wrestler? You find your replica school. So here's one, and definitely go check that out on the podcast if this is something that you want to do and definitely interested in. So, all right. So it wouldn't be a Tiffany podcast if we didn't talk about the perfect bridge and the fact that I got you doing perfect bridges.
Oh, what? For real? You know what though? It's crazy you say that because I remember I don't remember what match it was, but I do remember I did a bridge at one point.
McCray Martin.
Yes, NSW. Yeah. Okay. All right.
You said to me, you're like, I feel like now that when I see you, I have to do a bridge.
Yeah, I'm like, I don't even do this shit, and like for some reason.
The fact that I corrupt everybody in the indies.
It's like when we know you're there, we're just like, all right, and make sure at this part, this is where I do the bridge. I got to make sure I get that in.
I think it's so funny because it's like, and then the fact that like I have fans say to me, they're like, you have such an impact in the freaking indies. They're like, it's so mind blowing because it's like, when I started like watching indies, like Gangone was like the only one that I knew that did a perfect bridge, at that time. Now here we are, fast forward in 2025. I got wrestlers like, oh shit, I gotta get on this. Like I gotta pop a bridge. I don't know, but I gotta pop a bridge.
If you really think about it, like you have like seen a lot of us, like I remember, like I think I saw it literally 2021. I think I saw you at Ryan Redfield match.
Yep.
It's been like, if you think about it, like 4 years now.
Yeah.
How crazy is that?
Yeah.
So like you've been there. You know what I mean? Like for a lot of us.
Yeah. It's wild. So it's like, I love that. So shout out to Ryan too, because it's like, Ryan, I see he's making a comeback, and I have to say it. I need another round. Sean Henderson, hello. Listen.
What are we doing? What
are we doing here? We need round 2. Like, seriously. So much has happened from, like you said, 2021 to where we are now. It's crazy. So, but yeah, so shout out to, everybody out there and stuff like that. All right, let's talk about the gear, because like you've actually like broke out like new gear and everything like that. And I know that's like important to you. Like you've talked about it, like, oh, I got the new gear, and everything like that. So talk to us about it.
You're talking about the denim pair,
yeah,
right, I just wore?
Yeah.
So that I was very excited. The denim, I remember I have been sitting on for such a long time, but I was a little scared to make the move, see what it would look like.
Mm-hmm.
This lady named Kyla Customs just made it for me, and she killed it. There's actually a second pair that I have not shown anybody yet, and I think I'll be wearing them soon, but they're wild. They're crazy. I cannot wait to wear them. But it's always nice, like when a wrestler gets new gear, like we feel like the shit.
Yeah.
so right now, the denim is definitely my favorite right now. I haven't worn like my OG pair in such a long time because it's starting to run its course. Unfortunately, I think I might need to put it in a little case soon, say goodbye to it, and thank it for the memories. But no, I'm so excited for everyone to see to continue seeing the denim gear, but this new shit I got is like insane.
Ooh. Yeah, it's always nice when you see new gear, and I'm always like one that kind of like notices it very quick, and I'm always like with people, it's like, oh, new gear, like I'm here for it, like so. But shout out to all the makers out there, right? So that's why like I try to like break these things up, because wrestlers are always looking for new gear makers or whatever like that. So I don't know if you want to give a little bit more to the person that made your gear out there. Maybe like more people want to,
if you want to, check her out, she does a lot of cool stuff. She works with bands. She works all around the world. Her name's Kyla Custom Gear. You can find her on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram. But she's awesome. She really did her thing.
Yeah. Love that. Love that very much. So, all right. So here's a fun question for you. What is on Boofa's music playlist?
This is a crazy question because I have my playlist bounces like from the most polar opposite music. Like I listen to metal, I listen to a lot of 80s, 90s pop and R&B and rap. I even listen to some sad stuff. Like I listen to so much stuff. Let me think who I've been really getting back into DMX again recently. I've been listening to him a lot. But then like when it comes to him, like I was just listening to like Natasha Bedingfield just like the other day. It's like I don't know. Like my music is so like diverse. It's like crazy.
No, it's kind of interesting, that it's like, especially when you road trip and then you road trip up to like, Limitless, you got a bunch of hours to kill, and then it's like, all right, the playlist all over the place.
Michael Jackson's big. I'll always bump him. Like that's one of my favorite artists of all time. So
Oh yeah.
I think he'll no matter what it is, he'll always be in there. I actually I'll listen to him to like calm myself down actually if I'm really, really nervous.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
I like that. I like that. Shout out. We got like over 60 people in this live stream right now. Keep sharing the stream, people. Let's get some
What up?
questions in here. I appreciate you being in here and everything like that. All right, let's do some fan tweets here. So we have one from Good Cop, Bad Cop. He said he had to improvise this week, but he goes, with wrestler D. Cole being an anagram of wrestle colder, what was the hottest conditions you have wrestled in and wish you could wrestle colder?
I can actually, this is the easiest question I'll answer on this podcast. When I wrestled Gabe for the Remarkable Heavyweight Championship, when I won it from him, that was the fucking hottest I have ever been in a ring. To the point where at one we had a stalemate, and you could actually see me on camera look at him and be like, "It's hot in this bitch, like it's hot." And it was. You can even ask him. I guarantee he'll tell you the same thing.
I was there.
Oh, you were there.
I was.
It was the hottest I have ever been. I wanted to leave my body. Like it was terrible.
Why is that building get so hot?
I have no idea. It's like a rib at this point. Like,
oh my god! Idea. I think
yes. I wish that match was in Antarctica after like doing that. I'll never want to do that again.
That was a hot building. I think the only other place that was like excruciating hot, like kind of like this, it was probably worse, was IWTV 100. And when Yuta wrestled
Garcia, right?
Garcia, oh my god! And you see Puff and Kevin Blackwood like turning their backs on the camera, going, "Oh, it's fucking hot." Like we still got like half an hour to go for this. It was an Iron Man match.
Oh my lord! I have to rewatch that one. I was just talking about that the other day.
Match,
because I hear it from so many people that it was so hot that day.
It was stifling. It was so hot. Yeah, so I even land up at these places, and some of this is worse than probably being outside and wrestling outside in the summertime.
Oh my lord. Yeah, I mean, I can imagine like hot canvas and all. I mean, also when I wrestled the Beyond show outside, that was pretty hot too. I remember touching the canvas and it was like, damn.
Yeah. I give you guys a lot of credit for like working in that, like you guys, I always say this on a lot of podcasts that you guys bust your ass to entertain us and everything like that. So if you don't get enough gratitude, like I'm giving it to you right now. I'm giving you your flowers. Shout out to Richard Holiday. Sorry, you're not getting flowers. Dezmond Cole's getting some flowers right now.
Sorry. Hey, I drink coffee too, so.
Oh my god, I can't, So I know Zach's in the chat. I'm sure I popped him or whatever with the rarefied air, pretty much. Maybe Richard Holiday will bless me with a podcast. Would smell the rarefied air. So, all right, we have a fan tweet from Joe. He says, "What is your favorite breakfast food and why?" That's a good one.
I love Cinnabons, like a breakfast food. No, not really.
Why not?
I mean, that's like a really big cheat food for me. But I like, I like a good like laid out breakfast of like protein pancakes, eggs, bacon. Like I love all that stuff. Like IHOP has like protein pancakes that every time I'm there, I get them with the pancake combo
Yeah.
and chef's kiss. Like that's what I love the most.
I love that. I love that. Why not have cinnamon buns for breakfast? Why not?
That's my ultimate weakness. Like,
Like,
even being on a hard diet, like if you put that in my face, then I'm eating it.
oh, so now like you're gonna see fans, they're gonna come to you with like Cinnabon.
Oh, please don't, please.
They're just gonna show up to you and you're like, fucking Tiffany. Like, God damn it. All right, we have another fan tweet from My Alter Ego. He says, first thing, salute to you both. I have two questions. First, where would Bufa like to debut this year, as well as who's someone he can't wait to share the ring with? Ooh.
Honestly, I would love to debut in the West Coast. I think it's been long overdue now. I would love to get to West Coast Pro, Prestige. I'd love to get to DPW. Those are like the three top places right now I'm really trying to get at. And who do I want to be in the ring with the most? Like this year? Oof, that's hard. I'd like to get a one-on-one with Jordan Oliver. When he heals up
back.
and everything.
Mm-hmm.
God bless him. I'd love to get a one-on-one with Jordan Oliver. I'd love to get in the ring with Ruckus. That's another person I'd love to get in the ring with.
There's a lot.
There's a lot. Lee Moriarty is always there too. That's another person I really want to wrestle. And
Ooh, Nick Wayne.
Nick Wayne. That's my guy right there. Yeah, what am I even thinking? Yeah, Nick Wayne. I want to run it back with Marcus. Like a lot of what it comes to is like it's not a run backs. Like Leo Rush, I want to get back in there with him. I want to get back in there with Ortiz. I always love wrestling KC, so I'd love to do that again. But hey, and Santana, I already said that, but
yeah,
hell yeah.
So many.
I'm pretty sure when this ends, I'm gonna be like, oh wait, this one.
I know there's so many people out there. It's crazy. Like, indies are not dead. I don't care what anybody says. Like, there's a lot.
I hate when people say that.
I know.
They're the farthest from that. It's actually striving right now.
It is, and it's like right now, like I would just love like more diversity with a lot of you guys. Like, like yes, we want to see these matches, right? Like run back and everything like that, but there's so many wrestlers like all over the place. Like, have you seen this Tim Bobes V? The Action Champion right now? I was like, oh my, I just brought him up last week on the podcast, and I'm like, I know a lot of people are not familiar with him at all, and I was like, this kid just made a staple. This kid is gonna go far.
We all, you know what, that's crazy though? Like, we're all there at one point. Like, no one knows really, who we are, and like, you kind of just gotta break through the rocks and like make your own path. And no, I've actually been checking him out. Like, he seems pretty dope. I'd love to get in there with him as well. That's definitely two different styles. I feel like that would mesh really well.
Yeah, definitely. So we're putting it out there, like we're manifesting on this podcast.
Hey, manifesting, I realize, really works.
It does. It happens. So tag your local promotion guys, like, like, oh, I want to see this and this. Like, it happens. Look, I made Priest and Dezmond happen. That was good. Veronica says, I hope to see Dez debut in GCW one day. Ooh.
That would be pretty dope too. I wonder how where I would be put in over there. That's actually pretty exciting and interesting. I wonder where I'd go exactly.
I feel like they'd throw you in the scrambles, since like Brett loves his scrambles over there. But even like a JCW debut would be great. Like to start. It. Even if it's like a scramble or whatever. Yeah. But I feel like if you were going to kind of like debut in GCW, like I feel like you would start off in like a scramble match and you would thrive over there.
I have no problem with that at all. Some of my greatest opportunities have come from scrambles, multi-man matches, and I've always, not to toot my own horn, I've always came out making a statement.
Yeah.
No problem with that.
Oh man, so good. Okay, let's bring back an old school question on this podcast. Craziest thing a fan done to get your attention?
Ooh, this is actually like a lot of them have came up. So this one's crazy. I need to see if I can find the video of it. But at a show, I was doing my thing. I was doing my entrance. and I got up. This is actually crazy. I got up top of the corner to go say "Bufo," and a fan chucked a entire hot dog, like and when I say entire hot dog, it was covered in relish, sauerkraut, maybe a little red onion. I can laugh about it now, but at the time I was like, what the? Definitely one of the craziest things that's happened because, like, of course, my luck, like, point right there, like, right on my chest and just drip down. I was like, why? You're like, I'm sorry. I was like, what? Like, what do you mean?
Did he say why he threw it?
He said he got really excited.
It took hot dog and a handshake out of terms.
I won't say who it is, but we're cool now.
Seriously. Hot dog and a handshake. Like, what are you doing, guys? What are you doing?
I recently had a fan actually come up dancing like this, like on the ropes. I've had a fan come up on the apron, and I was so confused. Like, and they started dancing, which was also crazy. It was hilarious. I mean, I had no problem with it, but you know, it's a little dangerous. But that was also like pretty crazy.
Wow. So you never know when you get out of these questions. Pretty much.
No, not at all.
The wildest stuff, pretty much. All right, I have 2 final questions for you. If anybody else has any questions, feel free to drop in the chat. Then we'll talk about what you got coming up and everything like that. All right, give us one of your best road trip stories.
Wow, this is really hard.
Matt Awesome just came into the chat. What's up? He said, "My guy."
What's up, yo? What's good? Actually, I do have a funny one. I do have a really funny one. I won't say it's like one of the best. It's hard to think because I love traveling with my people because a lot of funny stuff happens. But I will say this is hilarious. So, I think this is last year. Me, Joe Casio, I want to say Gabe and Brother Greatness, and we were already a little late. So we're like, oh shit, we got to get out of here. We're going to open, and we're traveling, and we're traveling. We're not really paying attention. And it feels like we're traveling for a while at this point. And next thing you know, Brother Greatness goes, why does that sign say, I love New York? And we realized that we were going to, like, the ferry instead of I don't know why this happened. I think Joe took the wrong turn, and he ended up driving past, like, in Riverhead to the ferry, and we were like, well, we have literally no choice now to take the ferry. And Joe was like, I'm so sorry, it was it's on me. He was like, I'll pay for the ferry. So it ended up being a cool fuck up because it was actually like very beautiful on this ferry. Like, it was nice weather. It couldn't have been such a better day for a great mistake, if that makes sense. But that one was really funny because of how Brother Greatness said that. It was absolutely so hilarious because we started panicking because we were like, oh, we're not going to make it. But we wound up making it. We got there, it was really tight, but we wound up making it.
That's great.
Hopefully Joe doesn't kill me for sharing that.
That's a fun story. Come on, it's all nothing but love here in the wrestling corner. So that's funny. That's great. So, oh man, that's good. That's good. Oh man. So like, Brother Greatness is starting. He's finally running his own show. I mean, since you brought him up, like I have to talk about this a little bit. So I know this has been something. I got to get tickets because I have to come to the show because I know this one's like very important to Brother Greatness and everything like that, but like how cool is that? Like even like you like watching all this. I don't know if you're part of this or whatever, like like
hey, I don't know either.
You gotta follow. You gotta follow, so but how cool is that for him?
That is also another person, which is crazy. I mean, I'm saying this now, but we have gotten so close. He has helped me so much. If I can break the wall down a little bit, we had a crazy rivalry for a year straight for Wrestling Open. And that's somebody who has helped me the most hone my craft on the microphone. He actually has helped me with even the Dancing Destroyer, the Killer Kick, and the Fearless Flip. He's the one who helped me out with that. So that's became one of my best friends in this business. And I can't be more proud than I am with him right now. What that he's finally getting to do this because he has not shut up about it.
Yeah,
This is dope.
I know this has been like when this got like announced, I was like, this is something that he's been wanting to do for a very long time. So I'm very happy for him that he gets to do. I'm trying to like tag him in the thing, and like the social media is being like stupid. So we'll just clip it and we'll tag him or whatever like that. So so congrats to you and everything like that. Matt in chat says, I've been doing the stanky leg since our match years ago.
Can't.
I can't with you. I can't. All right, so I'm gonna end on this question. Actually, this was a fan question from Dave, and like I would have ended on this, but I'm giving Dave the credit for this. He goes, "What's a realistic goal you have for 2025?"
A realistic goal. I'll be honest. To be on TV. To be on TV to make a statement. A bigger statement than I've made. Since popping off. I definitely want to be on TV. I definitely want to show the world, like worldwide, especially people who don't know me, because a lot of wrestlers get intimidated by that. But that's actually the best thing when someone don't know you, because then it gives you the free range to show them something new.
Yeah.
And they're always like, "What the fuck?" And like, "Who is this guy?" That is what the impact I want to leave this year. I want to get on TV, and I really, really want to make a statement this year. That's what I want to do.
It's great because like you see like a lot of like our friends here that been making appearances, whether it's like Ring of Honor or AW, and like the extra work and like seeing all these guys and like all these like opportunities, even like TNA and like MLW and stuff like that. Like it's really cool like to see where indie wrestling has gone.
It's shifting.
Yeah.
It's like the same thing of what was. I mean, I can't even really say it's like the same thing, but I kind of it's like when Mello and Garcia and Yuta, all of them started. Now it's us.
Yeah.
Now we're starting to get integrated in other places. Like I got great friends in all these companies, and I love seeing them do their thing. But I can't wait to be there. So.
Yeah, definitely, like so much. And now we have this like WWE ID program going on, and everybody's like talking about that. And then like some people like Bryce Donovan, which you've had a bunch of feuds with going on also too, like between Open and VPW and stuff like that, which is.
Yep.
Wild. And here's like someone who like well deserves it and everything like that, but it's really cool. And like a lot of people that don't watch the indies and watch the mainstream, but then they'll know people because of this podcast, and it's like crazy, like, oh, I know this person because Tiffany interviewed him or whatever like that, which is kind of cool, like to like see all that stuff. Like shout out to Conrad Everything Pro Wrestling, because he's like, I know this person because of you, like, which is kind of cool. So the indies need more love, as they always say. Like, that's the reason why I dedicated myself to the indies, because eventually, like, especially you, like, I see you going on to the mainstream one day, which will be
Thank you so much.
really awesome. So make sure to take notes, pretty much, everybody. Matt said, the universe is yours, brother. You'll do it. See? I love that.
Is that man awesome?
Yes.
Thank you, bro. I appreciate you, man. Thank you.
I love that. All right, let's talk about, so for people that like, like want to come see you, let's talk about what you got coming up. So we've got some flyers here. We'll start off with Focus Pro. I'm going to try to come up for this show because I've been dying to come to a Focus Pro promotion, for Focus Pro promotion finally. So I'm going to try to come up to this one, but this match is going to be good because we just had new champ the last show. So Rez, like Manny Rez is like another name that's been floating around, mostly like in New England, so I think a lot of people are going to get on him like real quick now. So this should be a really good match for you.
New England made me, it really did. So we'll see what we can do. January 11th, bro. I'm actually really excited. I've heard a lot about him. I've seen some stuff. Hey man, we want to get serious though. I peppered up Tyree for him to get that belt. So it only makes sense that I'm here. I don't like to be the bearer of bad news. We got to add one to the collection.
Yeah.
My bad. I'm looking forward to that.
Yeah, we need another belt, like we got a lot of belt collectors going on. Sammy Diaz was just on a couple of weeks ago. Like,
he can't even walk anymore.
He needs an intern. That's what we said. So, that's the goal with you is we're going to get you an intern. We'll get Percy. We'll get Percy Ryan. So hold your belts.
Oh, man.
I'm dead. Well, yeah, definitely. This will be live on IWTV next week. So definitely tune in for that. Then you're going back over to Limitless on the 12th. Crazy. You and Matt Cardona. Did you ever think in your life?
No. I'll touch you right there. No, not at all. Like, this is wild. I'm actually like so excited about this. This is definitely something different for me, and this is another level as much as I get in my head about stuff, I know when that bell rings, like, me and this man is equal, and I cannot wait to show everybody how I do against this guy. Like, I know he's an indie god, I know he's complete, but you know what? I'm also always ready. All right, hey, I'm always ready too. You know what I mean? So I cannot wait for that. I
forgot about those fireworks going on. Landon was doing that stuff too, throwing me off, but that was like the perfect timing. I'm dead. He's like, I am the limitless god. That's awesome. So, and then what we got? We got the week after, the 18th, you and Channing Thomas. So the rematch, this just got announced today, which is like huge. So that's cool. Like, Limitless running back to back. We got week after week. It's crazy.
It's nuts. Well, my brain's gonna hurt. But hey, I'm the champion for a reason. I want to do everything that I can to give back to this company because they've really helped me out so much. Just put me right there on the map. Helped me check off dreams on my list, and I have to give back to them, give my entire body to them. So if Channing thinks that he's gonna, think I'm a walk in the park, we have been familiar with each other at this point. Every time he thinks he knows me, he don't. I always switch it up. And there's no way I'm letting go of this championship. I went through so much to even look at this. You know what I mean?
Crazy.
So, no way.
Crazy. Then you're back at VPW on the 24th here in Long Island. So Friday night. So your match hasn't got announced yet, right? No, like just not yet.
Oh no, I have no idea what I'm doing, but I do also see that TJ is on the show. So I'd like to run it back with him too.
Oh yeah.
Hey.
I'm here for that. Oh, snap. And then to the 25th, you're down over at H2O, going back for a time ever. Actually, I was talking about this match with Dez before we went live. So you and Leroy Robinson, who, again, here's another one that I've been watching from the very beginning at H2O and everything like that. And he's progressed so much. So I'm excited. This is like a really good pairing match. Like, this is definitely like mind blowing. I know it's.
I'm very excited about this. He got that pizzazz to him. Like, he jumps off the screen when I look at him. So yeah. I'm very excited to be in there with him. I like his energy. I also said this with you briefly, but I'll say it again. Last time I saw him was literally at a wrestling open tryout. I think he wrestled like Marcus. I think Marcus stepped in to do a tryout with him, and he was moving great. And I don't doubt in my mind that he's gotten better because I think that already was almost 2 years ago.
Yeah.
So I'm very excited to get in there and see what he's about.
Yeah, there's also, like little gems all over. Yeah, which is crazy. Crazy. So perfect debut match for you. So like shout out to Leroy. Like I can't give him like enough credit. I've had that conversation with him in the past and I was like, I've watched you grow and become so much better of where you are now. So real treat. So if you guys are not watching, make sure you watch it, but watch all Dezmond Cole matches because they're going to be freaking bangers and they're going to be awesome. And I'm so excited for you because, man, 2025 is going to be huge. So for you, like you've already like all these matches and I was thinking about this, like you said, like Ortiz, Santana, JT Dunn, like, and now it's like Matt Cardona, like what else is in store? Like who's coming back for you? Like, like who's coming out of the woodwork?
Kind of scary when you say that.
No. I don't mean it like that. I just was like, damn, like what are we gonna see? So I see TV this year for you, definitely 100%. Like, you know, somewhere. We don't know, but a lot of great things going on. Oh, look, see, speak of the devil, Ryan Redfield's in the chat. He goes, "What's up?"
Hi, bro. What's good? We gotta tussle again.
Listen, Sean Henderson, is this thing on? Run this shit back. I think I tweeted that recently too, right? Sean's like, "This is a good idea." He was like,
So maybe I think most podcasts I have been on, I think he gets brought up.
"Yeah,
I think we at least talk about it. I think once.
Yeah.
So,
definitely."
definitely want to do that again.
So, Sean, can you hear me? Tag him, make sure, because this needs to happen. Like, you know, so you know, I see big things for Ryan as well. So, so if people are not following you, I don't know why they're not following you, but they should be following you. Just tell everybody where they can follow you again.
So on Twitter, the real _DC. It's THAREAL_DC. I have to change my Instagram handle because even when I think it's like the official _Dezmond _Cole. It's a lot of underscores. I'm sorry, but if you type in Booth, I'll pop up my dumb little face.
Yeah.
You go on Facebook, you just type in Dezmond Cole, I'll be there. I don't know, maybe if anyone else using Facebook out there, or whatever, but I'm there as well. Yeah, that's where you can find me. You know, YouTube, same thing, same name, same place. Well, maybe different places. I don't know. Hopefully.
We don't know.
But, hey.
Ryan said in the chat, "Been on hiatus, but I'll be back, and I'll make sure it happens when it does." Ooh.
Chill. Voices in the air.
I'm here for it. Bobby's in the chat. What's up? We got 71 people watching this podcast. This is crazy. They're here for you. They ain't here for me. They're here for you.
Hey, they're here for us.
Definitely have to start off, you know, the podcast with a bang. You know, next week I'm going to announce it now because actually I want this match to be run back with you too. Chris Brady's coming onto the podcast. So West Coast, since you were talking about West Coast, I meant to bring it up when you were talking about going to the West Coast and everything like that. Me and Zach were talking about this the other day when you guys wrestled as well. So, and I was like, it's like East Coast, West Coast, pretty much. Like, it's like when you look at Chris, you're like, oh, this is the West Coast Buffa, pretty much going on. So I'm going to talk about it with him. But do you have anything that you want me to ask him live on the podcast next week?
That comes to mind actually right now.
All right. If you think about it, you let me know if you think of something for it. So, but I'm excited for that. But that's a match too that should be like run back and given more time. So like he's another one that's been making some waves on the West Coast that I would just love for him to come back on the East Coast again. So he just had a crazy match with Microman. So yes, maybe you to have a match with Microman at GCW.
Hey, yo, let's go, Microman. I ain't scared of shit.
But congrats on everything within the last couple of years. Like I said, like, you know, you deserve it. And, you know, like, I can't wait to see where you're going from here, you know. So, but, guys, thank you for all your questions and hanging out with us and, you know, learning a little more about Dezmond Cole. Go watch those matches if you haven't watched it because we just talk banger after banger after banger.
Talk about him, please. Get everybody talking.
Yeah, get everybody talking. Tag him. I always say this. Tag the wrestlers. Take clips. Tag it. If you want matches to happen, tag the promotions and everything like that. Like, I want to see this versus this. You know, put it out there. You never know. Because if enough people say it, it could happen. So, but yeah, so thank you again for being onto the podcast. I appreciate that. I thank everybody who tuned on in. So you guys know the drill. Stay safe. Support independent wrestling, and I'll talk to you guys soon. Have a good night. He's done 2 bridges, and that's it. He gave me the bridges because I sponsored him at BLP. So he gave me the bridge.